And then lastly, let's go and take a look at another very common control, which is a yes/no control. You may use this pretty predominantly in your forms. And the yes/no control, if you think, is basically true or false. And so yes, something happens like a checkbox, or no, something doesn't happen and it's unchecked. And so we've got the same settings here for a name where we can reference this control later. So if I want to do yes, no, you can just do NY and then checkbox and give it a title for anything that you want. Did you select a color? And then we can apply a description. And if we wanted to connect this to a control, we could. Now we can apply text to it too. And what the text is when you drag it automatically onto the control, you're not giving it a name. So if I go and save this, you can see where we've got, did you select a color? But notice that there's no value here next to the checkbox. And if we wanted to add a value next to that checkbox, we can do that by adding text that would say, yes, I selected a color. And we'll leave it at that. And so if I click save here, you'll see next to that checkbox, we actually have a value. Yes, comma, I selected the color. So when your end user goes by and they're filling out this form and they check that box, they know the purpose of checking that box. If we hop back into the control settings, you'll see where we've got the standard appearance for visible and enabled, validation where we can say if it requires to be checked, and once again you can write an expression, and we'll take a look at expressions later on. And then we've also got the ability to go into the advanced mode for a tooltip or help text, and then determine the control mode for this too.